Hi, my name is Annette Wiley, and I just closed on my very first real estate deal ever. I got the lead from a lead source that I had 30 days free, and found the buyers, contacted the buyers, and the sellers, and they agreed to meet with me, and so that I could go out and look at the house. It was a great house. It was about 1,700 square feet in a fabulous subdivision that everybody likes to stay in. And it was an older house, about built in 1988, and it really didn't need any repairs. It was kind of older style, had some wallpaper and things like that, but everything was very well taken care of and in good shape. So then I had trouble finding comps for it because nobody leaves that neighborhood. So I found one other comp, and anyhow I comped it at 180, thought that was fairly conservative, advertised online, and in 2 days I had a buyer. Unfortunately, that buyer was not an investor. He needed to have conventional financing, and he was buying the home for his mother, who he wanted to bring closer to him. So I was very excited that I had a buyer, but when I heard conventional financing, I thought, oh, no. But anyway, we proceeded, and then his lender contacted me about a week and a half later and told me not only was it a conventional loan, but it was an FHA loan. And we needed to get a new contract between the buyer and the seller. I had an original contract between the sellers and myself, and then I assigned it over to my buyer, but that wasn't going to work. So that was kind of scary because that left me totally out, and I wondered how I was going to get paid. And so I emailed all the coaches that I had been dealing with, and only Tim and one other coach answered me. The other coach told me that what I would have to do is go to a company that has a title company and a temporary hard money lender all rolled into one, and that way I would be able to do a double closing. I would actually be purchasing the property through the hard money lender that was going to cost me 3 points and $300, and then use that title company to do the double closing. So that was going to eat up almost half of my profits, and I didn't think that I liked that idea very much, so I kept on emailing, and Tim answered me, and he said, well, here's how we're going to fix that. He said that we were going to show on the HUD that my fee was a release of equitable interest. And also, if I felt like the buyer or the seller might kind of go behind my back and do something, then I should file an affidavit, which clouded the title, and they wouldn't be able to close without paying me. But as it turned out, I didn't have to do that, so I was able to keep everything rolling smoothly, and we closed, and I ended up making $10,500, but I agreed to pay the deed stamps for the seller, so my check is actually for $10,210. So I was pretty happy that it actually closed and that I made my first money and that it was a fairly good amount, and it wouldn't have been possible without Tim's help, so I'm very grateful. It was really great that he answered my email, and we emailed back and forth several times, and bless his heart, he answered everything. So I really am very grateful for all the help that Tim gave me, and like I said, it wouldn't have happened without his showing me how to make this work.